Greetings, hello, salutations. Unoptimized Fool here from the closet. Thanks for being here. I want to talk about add-ons and Weakauras. Let's have a serious conversation. I've been wanting to have this conversation for a long time. Now, you all know that I think add-ons are getting too bloated, and we've discussed this before, but I saw a recent article that has prompted this video. I have seen an article talking about the profession knowledge points and how what Weakauras you can get so you can track them and do stuff with them. Okay? Now, I made a post on X saying, if you need a Weakaura or an add-on to simplify or even understand a system inside World of Warcraft, it's a weak system. And prove me wrong, guys. Prove me wrong that it's a weak system. Because if you need outside third-party information, like trackers, info dumps, flashy lights telling you where to go, then that system inside World of Warcraft is weak. Now, again, Blizzard's doing a good job at getting the game more accessible, portraying more information. It's a hard task. They can't just do it within a year or two. It's a systematic issue, I think. And they're making strides. But there are some cases where they still need to be kind of pushing forward. Right? The professions, right? The profession knowledge points. I think you don't need a Weakaura for that. I don't think you need a Weakaura for anything. I mean, obviously you do, right? I'm saying that we shouldn't need a Weakaura for things, right? If there's a Weakaura that does the stuff for you and explains the systems better, like for example, I had in Dragonflight, I had a list Weakaura telling me what things I had to do every day. Why isn't there like a to-do list inside of World of Warcraft, like track the things that you have to do, kind of like a shopping list? That would be cool, a base game thing, but I need a third-party app for that, right? So I think Weakauras are kind of like supporting bad systems, and this is a problem. And Blizzard has become a little bit self-aware of this issue, so I'm hoping it gets better. But what's happened in the past is, say for example, a new system comes out, and it's not the best at describing on how to get it, what sources to get it from, and it's kind of like, this source over here, that source over there. It's all kind of confusing. So what they do is they make a Weakaura for the third parties, like, hey guys, I have this list. It'll tell you where to go. We'll even show you the optimized routes to run for the max amount of knowledge points per week. Great. Blizzard then sees this and says, okay, listen, most of the casuals really get into professions but don't really care about min-maxing profession knowledge. Okay, no problem. But the people who do all have this Weakaura. Now we can spend development time doing this, and that, or we can just rely on the Weakaura, right? And I think, obviously, from a standpoint of like this, that's fine. Like any modded game, like for example, Bethesda really relies on the mod team to make some changes to the game that will help the longevity of the game. And that's fine. Mods and add-ons have a role in these games, but they shouldn't be the support underneath the system. The system should exist on its own with some of the add-ons. You can't get rid of Weakauras altogether. You can't get rid of add-ons. That's not what I'm saying here. What I'm saying is that these weak systems are being portrayed as strong systems with the help of Weakauras. I want to see a strong system come in, and of course there'll be Weakauras to kind of min-max some things here and there. That's what Weakauras are for, min-maxing, right? That's what they're intended for, in my opinion. But when you have a weak system, the Weakaura holds it up, and then that system's applauded at being so good because everyone's involved, but they all have the Weakaura. So, again, Weakauras are needed in the game, but they are propping up the bad systems, and they look like good systems. But in reality, the foundation's cracked and relying on third-party information and data, right? And not data, but like, the third-party add-on is below it. So, what if that mod author decides to stop making the mod, stop updating? Boom, we're all screwed. Again, guys, I know this is me ranting about this stuff in the closet, but what do you guys think about Weakauras? Am I just overreacting? Add-ons are good for the game? Or do you think it has more of a systematic problem where it's propping up bad systems? I want to hear it, though. I love to see it. But guys, Unoptimized Fool here from the closet. Thanks for being here. I'll see you guys in the next one.